Here in this position in 2010, Grandmaster Dmitry Andreikin is playing Super Grandmaster Sergei Karjakin, and Andreikin checkmates one of the best players in the world in the first 9 moves of the game. So Andreikin starts with c4 English opening. Karjakin responds with e5, now knight to c3, knight to c6 and knight to f6, and here Karjakin decides to play pawn to g6, preparing to develop the bishop on g7, and Andreikin strikes the center with pawn to d4. And after he takes pawn, instead of taking it back and continue to develop further pieces, here Andreikin plays a very tricky move. He plays the knight to d5, and Karjakin, not understanding what's going on, continues with the plan and plays bishop to g7, and now adding another defender to this pawn on d4 that Andreikin didn't capture, because his idea was bishop to g5, now attacking the queen, and this queen has nowhere to go, so you have to block this attack, and this is where the trap is set. Here the best move is to block the attack with knight on c6 by moving it to e7, but here Karjakin decides to block it with other knight, thinking of developing another piece and castle to safety. He played knight to e7, a very natural move, but this is actually a blunder on the 6th move of the game, but it's not obvious why, and Andreikin comes out of nowhere with knight takes d4, sacrificing his knight, and this move does not look possible, but here the point is you can't take it with knight, because then there's bishop takes e7 and the queen is trapped. Queen has nowhere to go. But after knight takes d4, you should very easily be able to capture this knight with the bishop, and this is what Karjakin thought. He plays bishop takes knight, and here is where Andreikin comes out of nowhere with queen takes d4, sacrificing the queen, because after knight takes d4, knight to f6, king to f8 and bishop to g6 is actually a checkmate. So after queen takes d4, this queen cannot be accepted, and it's taking the rook on h8 with check. So Karjakin decides to just castle and save the rook, but now you gave up the dark squared bishop, all of these square weaknesses around the king, and Andreikin plays knight to f6 check. And after king to h8, now the king is aligned with this queen, and the simple thing to do would be to drop back the queen to c4, get out of the danger and maintain the pressure, but here Andreikin forces the checkmate with knight to g4, because now you have to accept this queen. But after knight takes d4, there's bishop f6.